Hello, everyone, and welcome to the first episode of my new series where I will be playing through Project Ozone 3. I've only ever played through, I guess you'd say, early game, so I have no idea what the hell I'm doing. But I decided that it would also be a good idea to try Titan, which I think is the second hardest difficulty that you can play it on. As you can see here, I was gonna play it on mythic mode, but there's a lot of like mods where you have to go through other mods in order to progress through them. So I was like, I don't really want to do that. There's a lot of mods that I don't like, and I'd rather just do the bare minimum. So we're gonna make a new world here. We're gonna just do new series lol. um. And we're gonna go to a Garden of Glass. So honestly, unpopular opinion, I think I enjoy playing the mod pack on a regular world. It does, like, allow you to cheat in a lot of different ways. But, like, the whole skyblock never really appealed to me that much, especially, like, when you do skyblocks enough. But then when I was having to deal with like my cabling and wiring stuff up, and it was a huge mess. So I have an idea of what I want to do on a skyblock world that will help me what's it called, cable manage better and everything. So if you guys don't know, Project Ozone 3 is basically a glorified skyblock where you start with just this. You get grass, and I mean, you do start with a little bit more because the first quest, there are quests, actually. I should probably mention that. And the whole objective is to basically finish the entire quest book, which the beginning is really not that bad. Like, it starts off, just spikes, drawers, make cobblestone gens. But then eventually it does go all the way down here where you go to space and I don't even know what that is. I didn't get that far. Simple achievements. I don't know what this is. I assume this is like finish something. I don't really know. It's singularities. So like your goal is to, finish those quests, and you have to get like these singularities where they're, it's like 1,000 blocks of redstone for this one redstone singularity. I think that's what that is. In Project Ozone 2, it was a lot worse. You needed like 30,000 blocks of redstone. But then, like, you take all these singularities to combine them into the ultimate singularity, which you then, progressively get into worse and worse crafting. But I've never made it that far. I'm hoping that maybe this will be the first time I actually get that far. Who knows? We'll see. But I do know you start this mod pack by clicking on the ground. There's a lot of right clicking in this mod pack. So I actually have the bonus of an auto clicker, because who wants to sit here and click rocks for 8 years, or click dirt for 8 years? Not me. But since I do have a plan to build nice, I want to make everything look nice. I don't want to just throw everything down, but I'm not a very good builder, especially without flying. So one of the things I want to rush is this flight totem, which is not recommended. People, everybody that I watched play this, or, if you look up tips, they don't recommend getting the flight totem, like, ever, because there's other ways of getting flying. Like, I know what I normally do is an angel ring, which I might actually lean towards. In the harder modes, like when I was in Mythic, like, this was really hard to make. But we're on the second hardest difficulty, and this actually doesn't look that bad to make. So, yeah, you know what? This is actually really simple to make. So I think we will definitely go towards this. Because, like, realistically, like, okay, a bat and a guess. You basically these golden lassos and crystal lassos, they you can use them to pick stuff up. So you need to find a bat and a gas, and you pick them up, and then it's just golden feathers, yada yada yada. Compared to like 700 something. Oh, I got a fire. You start with an ability bottle, and every single world I've created, it's always been slowness, but now I'm starting with fire resistance. Sorry, I know I'm like all over the place right now. There is so much to this mod pack, like that. You know, like vanilla, most people understand like vanilla, it's like the basic, you know, punch a tree. But there's so many different things. Like there's this book that I could go into. There's this book that these are both books that, you know, you can click on and have all of this, you know, all these words and stuff. And then there's this, which opens up the quest book, yada, yada, yada. So I'm trying my best to explain the stuff that, like, I'm actively using. So, like, if my goal is to, like, get flight, then I want to try and explain my thought process of, like, okay, well, I could get this flight totem, or I could get this angel ring, depending on what I'm feeling. So, my complaint against the flight totem is it's like 7. Hold on, let me actually just start completing. So the first quest, you just check this off to show, hey, this is how quests work, and then you get an oak sapling, which is basically how you get every single resource in the game is from that sapling. But so basically now that I can click on this, it's 768 rack, and now you saw I got 5 rack from that one quest, so it's definitely a lot of build up. But now you can also shift to grow stuff faster. You just keep shifting, and then it's like free bone meal, I guess. I don't really understand it. But so since we did get a diamond, I want to use this diamond to first start making my platform look nice. And so we can do that with using that diamond to make a chisel. And then we can take this cobblestone and we can chisel it into something that doesn't look like dog crap. Now, I don't know. So like, yeah, I don't like this block. This block is ugly. A lot of the blocks, since we're playing on Titan, 1 oak wood gives you 2 planks instead of 4 planks. So we're already off to a great start. We can also use this crafting table. So normally with a crafting table, you put it down, you know, you're in it, and then you leave it. It gives you your items back. We can actually take this crafting table and throw it in here, and we get a crafting station. So now when we put something in there, it'll just stay in there. So you can like use it to save recipes and stuff. But we need a stone pickaxe so that we can mine this. I'm trying to find something that isn't completely weird looking, because some of them you'll see here in a second. I think I might just go with the stone bricks. Just because they're they're simple enough that they don't look completely bad. I don't know what these are. I don't want to like test out all these other blocks and stuff, because this chisel does have limited durability. It's 5,000 durability. It's not super limited, but it's limited enough that I don't want to waste it until I have like proper gathering together, or resource gathering together. So I think this first episode is basically just going to be me making this not look like shit. Because that's something I do in a lot of my mod packs, is I will just throw shit down just for the sake of throwing it down. But I want to make something that looks presentable, something that I could like, that is satisfying to look at, if that makes sense. So this isn't gonna be like, this playthrough isn't gonna be like a you know, here's how to do everything the most efficiently. A lot of things that I'll do is because either that's how I know to do it, or because of aesthetics. So like a good example are, there's pipes in here that if any of you like grew up playing Tekkit like I did, there used to be those pipes that you could see stuff moving through, and I immediately became obsessed with watching stuff move through pipes. So there's item ducts. These things where you can see things go through them, but they are incredibly slow, incredibly laggy, and just shit all around. And there's what I use these item conduits, but there's way better pipes in the game. Like I don't know what they're called, but I know I see a lot of people using these pipes that are like 2 blocks that you put like on each other. Like they have like a 1 gap distance rate, but they just have like a really fast transfer rate between 2 things. I don't really know how they work. I don't pay attention to a lot of that stuff. But I need more blocks. I do enjoy this skyblock more than the other skyblocks that are out there. Like, I know, like Project Ozone 2 was a skyblock. Sky Factories is a popular one. I don't really care for Sky Factories, especially Sky Factories 4. I just feel like there's just not that much to do. But I mean, there's a lot to do, but not that much that I understand how to do. And one of the reasons why I like Project Ozone so much is because it has a quest line. So if you're ever like lost or confused on what to do, you know, okay, well, your goal can be to finish this whole thing, or your goal can be to finish, you know, this. So like I don't really understand how these are the 4 different modes. There's normal, Titan, Kappa, and Mythic. And basically, like, the further you go down, just the more complicated things get. So, like, something like a pulverizer is a pretty basic machine that you'll see that we use a lot. It just needs copper gears. In Mythic, I think it needed a different metal that's harder to get. So it changes the recipes and everything so that it's more grindy, that you need more mods to get through. To like progress through. What am I looking for? What am I looking for here? I think I was looking for this. Um so like it also, the further you go down, really the more you need those other mods. So I can't think of a good example. Um Whatever. I can't think of a good example off the top of my head. I haven't played them, so you just have to take my word for it if you don't play these mod packs. No, I'm doing this wrong. There's so much to do. I kind of want hold on. Actually, I might be able to. There's another thing that I enjoy about these sky blocks. That building blocks it's so annoying, man. You can make a builder's one, but this this one sucks. It does like 5. It's better than nothing. Okay, I'm not gonna complain. It's definitely better than nothing. But so now the goal is I want to find a block that. So I'm gonna use this, I think. So these blocks you can see have they connect with each other, and I am a huge fan of that. But so we're just gonna do some building here. We're just gonna relax. I'm not in any hurry to finish this mod pack. If you want to see somebody meta game, I think ugh. Ignore me fucking up these buildings already. Oh my god. There is also, I know you guys probably saw me use it earlier. There's a vein miner key. So basically it will mine like a whole area. Like you just saw me like cut down that tree with 1 block, or you saw me, break that wall with 1 click, or breaking with 1 block. That is also another huge thing that I love about these mod packs. Because a lot of Skyblock mod packs that I've seen, like I think it might have been one of the original Sky Factories. Like it doesn't have that, and you'll see later on, like without it, it can get pretty painful because you need to like, a lot of your resource gathering is from sieving, and you have to You have to hammer your cobblestone down into gravel and your gravel down into sand, and then, you know, all the way down to a new block called dust. All right. So I basically just did a little time skip there just so I could build this up, and I am so grateful that I did. I made so many mistakes building this out, like even more where like I didn't like I just was like only 4 out and it didn't line up and I had to break the whole thing. So we're just, you know, we're just going to pretend like that never happened. Right. You guys can see here, this is an example of one of the recipes being changed. I can't make a furnace, and I guarantee you it's going to take, yep. So it's going to use these compressed cobblestone, which is just 9 cobblestone. So it's not like it's really that much harder. It's just more of a grind. Um, you know, and a lot of, I feel like that's a lot of what the stuff in these mods, like the harder difficulties are. It's just like, it's just more of a grind. So if you're not interested in that, by all means, you know, I wouldn't play it. I would just play on the default version. And if you're new, I would also recommend playing on the new version, or on the older version, on the normal version, just because like it doesn't hold your hand. There are a lot of times where I am confused, or like I don't know what I need to be doing, and I have to watch videos, I have to watch someone else play. And there will probably also be a lot of that here, but it's fine. You know, I'm gonna learn. We're gonna learn together. It'd be a great time. So now basically, like, I know I have ideas of what I could be doing. A good example is just if I didn't know what I wanted to do, just do these quests. Like they'll take you down a pretty good path of what you should be doing. Like, you know, gather wood. Okay, so you know, a crook. They don't tell you what a crook does, but they tell you to make one. Basically what a crook does is that it gives you more like saplings on drop, give you more apples, stuff like that. I don't think I should break this, but I kind of just want to. It's just kind of in the way, you know? Ah, so a crook also gives you silkworms, which will be crucial for what we want to do. But more importantly, I want to get a source of food. Something that I feel like Project Ozone does a little bit too easily is they don't make getting food hard. Like I know in a lot of like I played a lot of oh, did I not put that much wood in here? Did I put more than that? Like I know a Grain Skies was a mod pack that I used to play a lot. Like food was actually something interesting in there because you didn't have like an easy food source. Like if you wanted a good food source, you know, you could do farming, and I would automate stuff. Like I automated a burger factory, and which I found really cool. But now you can just do this for like at the start. This is what I normally do for food, and now I have this, and then I can just get unlimited apples. And now apples themselves are not very good, but you'll see here in a second that like they do half a leg of hunger, which is honestly like I don't want to. Oh my god, I don't want to sit here and eat, you know, all these apples. You get a juicer from this quest. That turns it into apple juice, which are 2 hunger, which again is not very good. But and you get a leg and a half of saturation. But later on, you do get access to like, I think like you can get pizzas from like a mob grinder pretty easily. Like I think you get them from the loot bags that drop from mobs that you get from a mob grinder, which isn't, it's not like it's that much later in the game that we get that stuff. But you know, I don't like how easy it is in this, but at the same time it's nice to not have to worry about it. You know, it's something that's just like not on your mind. You can focus more on the grinding aspect, yada yada yada. So I'm not really, I'm just iffy on it. But we need bigger platforms. So one of the issues with me deciding to make everything look nice is it will be harder to actually expand. But I mean, you know, you gotta pay the price for. It doesn't even look like what I'm building doesn't even look nice. That's like the worst part to me. But you know, I'm doing what I can with what I've got. Okay. We'll it'll get better. Trust me. You just gotta believe. If you don't believe, then what do you have? Oh wait, I don't know what happened with that block. So basically, what I want to do right now is I want to work on getting resources. Oh, I didn't mean to place that. And so the next step I would argue is to get sieves going, because the sieve will basically, you know, you'll throw gravel or, you know, sand, whatever you want into it, and then it'll basically just poop out resources for you, which, you know, ain't gonna say no to that. But for that we need for a mesh we need string. And so basically what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this dirt that we were given, put it right there. Actually, let's focus on making. I don't know why I did that. I didn't mean to do that. Oh shit. Well, you know, um, we need more cobblestone. You know, it just you know, cobblestone makes the world go round. It's fine. It's not actually that hard to get, so we'll just. What was it we threw off? Dent. Can't believe I did that. Such a troll to myself. So I think should I make it bigger? I'm not really sure. I don't know. I know, like, I watch people like do. I didn't mean to hit that. Like, do chunks, but I don't think I should worry about that. I think I should just make it. I mean, this is fine, right? Is this fine? Whatever. I don't got time to be worrying about this shit, you know? You feel? Okay, we'll worry about, you know, zoning everything off later. We'll just make this is gonna be like our tree area for now. Um I am debating if I want to do the whole base like this, because I'm not opposed to it. I just feel like I am being very lazy. I mean, obviously, I can change stuff up later. This is just what I have access to for now, I guess. It's not a bad way of thinking about it. Gonna need more of these blocks. What was I? Got a case of the small brain. Sorry, my bad. So we're just gonna expand this out a little bit, and then we will be in business. As long as my wand doesn't break. And it broke. One block left and it broke. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is we are going to place our dirt in a way that doesn't look like shit. And then we're gonna grow these trees. We're gonna grow these trees. Okay, so before I actually oh, don't go. My wood automatically got put into my furnace. Before we actually start making string, I want to collect some wood so I can have a supply of wood. If this is gonna be our tree area, then to get string, it's gonna be down for a little bit. We're not gonna be able to use it. Okay, we have some wood now. So basically, what you do, we're gonna pick this dirt back up. We're gonna put down, put some dirt here, 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 and here now. A nice little pattern. So basically, we're gonna put our saplings down, and we are going to grow them up. And now we're gonna take these silkworms and we're gonna put them in the leaves. So now, you can see that there's a progress bar, not progress bar, but progress going up 20%. It's basically gonna infest this whole tree, and then the leaves will turn white. And then when you break them with a crook, they will drop string, and then we will use that string to make a mesh, which we will then use in a sieve, and we can start sieving stuff to get resources. We can sieve gravel to get flint, and then we'll be able to use that flint to make a flint mesh, and then we'll be able to use that flint mesh to start getting ore. And that goes by really fast. But so I think next time we should make should have like a to-do list so I don't forget. I mean, I'm not gonna forget any of this stuff, but I know like a lot of times I was forgetting in my other, when I was just playing casually by myself. That is actually going really fast. Wow. So basically, I'm just gonna come over here and I'll just start the next steps. We're gonna make this hammer, and then a trick that I learned. So, how I first started playing before I knew any better, I would put a cobblestone down, I'd break it with a hammer, and then boom, you get one gravel. But that is actually such an inefficient way of doing it, because you can compress it, place it down, and then vein miner it, and boom, I just hammered the whole thing. And now I need a better crook. Are there better, can I make better crooks? Can I make a stone one maybe? I can make a stone one. Okay. That's slightly better. But we need more stone. So you have to have an auto clicker, man. Like if you don't have it, like you're gonna be clicking all of these individually for a long time. But you know what I will do? Before I continue, we need some chests, but we're not gonna make basic chests. We're gonna make these storage crates. So we need sticks. We're gonna, oh, now we need wood. Man, I'm really on a roll today, aren't I? So we're gonna make one of these wood casings, which for some reason gives me a book. Actually, editions don't care. So then we will make this. And so for one chest, we get all of this space. And we're just gonna drag everything in there. And now we have inventory space. But I can't remember what I was doing now. Oh, I want to make a stone crook. And for that I needed stone, but I didn't have enough room in my inventory. See, I remember now. So now we vein miner this. Vein miner what we can. We're not going to be able to get all of it. Vein miner does use your hunger. So you do need a good source of food for that. Why am I like lagging every time I go in my... Oh, it's probably all those rockets lagging my thing out. But that should be more than enough string. Famous last words. I think if you hammer... I saw in a video, yeah, you get sawdust, but I can't remember... Oh, you can get paper from that. Okay, so we're just gonna hammer this then. Yeah, we're gonna get that sawdust. We might use it eventually, who knows? Maybe not. Was it... Can you... So I think this is potentially a bug because like I can see 4 sawdust plus 1 water gets 2 paper compared to 3 sawdust gets 6 paper. This might be an example. I was reading earlier that like mythic mode has a lot of bugs where they have like the normal crafting recipes and the mythic ones enabled. So this might be an example of aquacha. This might be an example of this is like the normal recipe and this is supposed to be the Titan recipe. I don't really care. I don't know. I'm just gonna take advantage of it. I don't need paper right now, but eventually maybe. But so I think that's where I'm gonna end this episode for today. It's been kind of a long one, kind of an introduction. But so basically next episode we're gonna use these meshes. We're gonna make these meshes now, and then we're gonna use them next episode to use them we're gonna make sieves as well, and then we're gonna put them in the sieve, and then we're basically gonna use that to start gathering our first ores. I'm excited. I'm actually really excited to see how far I can get in this pack, because I mean some of this stuff is so hard to get. I mean this infinity gear, you know, you gotta you know, you need these infinity ingots that you need all this for, yada yada. Like you need so much stuff. Like Ian, I could talk my I could just talk so much about this. I'm gonna save it for later. I'm gonna end this episode here. Thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed, you know, leave a like. Let me know. I also appreciate tips in the comments. If you have already played Project Ozone and there's things that you know that like there's like the conduits. I was saying the conduits, they're not the best conduits. If you know tips, I will gladly take them. I won't see them as like backseat gaming unless you're like calling me shit. Then I might be like, hey guys, come on, that's a bit mean. But I do thoroughly enjoy any feedback I can get that will, you know, help me, because I've only done the first part of this game. The furthest I get is usually to a computer, an ME system, which we'll get into later if you don't know what that is. And I can already see it's a lot harder to get than normal. So I'll have to figure out. I don't know how this mod works, but I'm gonna have to learn. But anyways, thank you for watching. I've said that like twice, 3 times now. I don't know. See you next time.